Hey, Doug Walker here. If you look online right now, you see everybody is talking about net neutrality. There's a good reason. We've been putting off this video for a bit to find the best time to get the best bump that can be the most useful. Now is the time. On December 14th, the vote for the internet as we know it will be held. And the FCC under Ajit Pai has shown to be one that doesn't care what the consumer or the public thinks. Mr. Pai has refused to cooperate with the New York Attorney General regarding all the oddities surrounding the previous public comment period. Mr. Pai has called net neutrality supporters desperate. He also just had a closed-door meeting with Verizon in DC. He's even refused to delay the vote, even though there's a very important case going on in the U.S. Court of Appeals 9th Circuit. That case being the FTC versus AT&T Mobility. Pretty much any company, as long as they buy or set up a phone or internet service provider, can avoid protection actions from the FTC. And in this case, if that ruling is not repealed, the FCC will shift responsibility for handling net neutrality complaints to the FTC. What that means is they will have limited options for fighting for you then. This makes it much easier for people and sites to be abused by big corporations. I know what you're thinking, oh come on, that won't happen. It already has. Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and many others have tried to manipulate the system but were stopped. If net neutrality is gutted, they won't be able to stop them. Now these examples are usually done for one of two reasons. One, they want you to pay more, or two, they want you to use a crappy service they just invented over the much better one that you're currently using. Everyone can see them doing this and they think we're not going to do anything about it, that we're just going to pay for it. This may even interfere with state rights, as the FCC wants to block individual states from making their own net neutrality rules. This will most likely result in what Portugal is going through now, a country with no net neutrality. That means saying hello to additional tiers and fees. Use Facebook, YouTube, Gmail, Spotify? Guess what? You're in 4 additional tiers now. So what can we do? We can make some noise. Not with the FCC, but with your local and federal representatives. There's just 2 things you need to do. Go to battleforthenet.com and call your members of the House and Senate, and then go to your state's website and find your local representative and call them. And just tell them you want net neutrality passed in your state. It's that simple, but we all gotta do it. However, if you'd like to do more, you can donate to the EFF or the ACLU. Trust me, they'll be fighting for all of us in the future. Links to everything I was talking about, as well as other videos discussing net neutrality and ways to give to the EFF and the ACLU are all below. Thank you for watching, and be sure to share this with your friends and family. They're trying to make us lose this battle, but we can still win the war. They say freedom isn't free, you always gotta fight for it. Well, the government is trying to make us pay for it. I'd rather fight first. Join the fight and spread the word. Thank you so much for listening.